None.
Welcome back, Night Nation. It is your boy Fire Knight here, and welcome to draft. Wait, hold on. I can say this. 2020 draft night 2. So we did night 1. That was a 20-man Royal Rumble, but this is going to be a 30-man Royal Rumble. Now real quick, I do want to say, for the last 4 picks, since it didn't really add up to 30 completely, for the last 4 picks, I did the 4 male superstars who were drafted on the supplemental draft of night 1. So that would be Tucker, Kalisto, Drew Gulak, and Humberto Carrillo. I already explained that in the night 1 Royal Rumble, but I'm going to be putting them in this one. I also skipped Dabo Kato and Arturo Ruas, however you say his name. First of all, I'm too lazy to actually download the custom characters. And secondly, I'm not interested in either of them whatsoever. So, with that said, 26 superstars, not including everyone I already named, Arturo and Dabo Kato. 26 male superstars were drafted on the night 2 draft 2020, whatever, yep. And 4 of these superstars in the Royal Rumble are from the supplemental draft of night 1. So, with that said, out comes first the night 1. Wait, no, give me 1 second. Yes, I always stumble on my words. Don't question it. Out comes first the very first draft pick of the draft 2020 on night 2. It is The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. And of course, I'm going to be playing as him because I didn't really feel like anyone else. I don't think I needed to play besides The Fiend. And out comes first the second pick of the 2020 draft. The second male pick, I should say. I was really confused because since it's like back and forth, you know what I mean? Back and forth, and both of these guys are Raw superstars now. Yes, The Fiend was drafted from SmackDown to Raw. And then the second pick was actually Bayley, drafted from SmackDown to SmackDown. And then the third pick is Randy Orton, staying on Raw. I kind of saw this pick coming. I was actually very surprised, not super surprised. I said very surprised, but not very surprised. I was a little surprised at the fact that The Fiend is going to Raw, from SmackDown. Why is the microphone just there? Why is there just a microphone in the middle of the ring? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, I was surprised at The Fiend going to Raw. And then later on in the night, I kind of realized why they did it. To kind of put him in a rivalry with Andrade and Zelina Vega. Obviously, The Fiend is kind of aligned himself with Alexa Bliss. Or kind of the other way around. Alexa Bliss aligned herself with The Fiend. And it looks like they're going towards like a mixed tag team type situation with Andrade and Zelina Vega. But Randy Orton, I was kind of expecting him to stay on Raw. Of course, his rivalry with Drew McIntyre continuing on the same show. The show actually ended. The draft actually ended with Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre brawling everywhere backstage. So that was kind of a thing that happened. Also, I do want to say this is kind of somewhat the same. I'm kind of okay. Let's just say this. This is technically the second time I'm playing as The Fiend in one of these Royal Rumbles, right? But at the same time, not really. the first ever Royal Rumble was the Kurt Hawkins 2020 custom Kurt Hawkins characters, right? Don't touch me. Oh, there goes Angelo. But the very first entry was Kurt Hawkins dressed as The Fiend, and I had his signature and his finisher. I had The Fiend's signature and finisher as Kurt Hawkins with that custom character. So that's why I say technically it's the second time I'm playing as The Fiend, but not really. You know what I mean? And I didn't mention this whenever Angelo came out, but Street Profits, I was kind of expecting Street Profits to move over to SmackDown. That's where they are now, at least, I should say. I didn't really specify that, but Street Profits moving over to SmackDown from Raw. But I kind of expected it whenever New Day were drafted to Raw as the SmackDown Tag Team Champion. Oh no. Oh, can you please get back in the ring? Thank you. But yeah, I was kind of expecting it. Now, a lot of people were actually really confused on why they did it. I know why they did it. Obviously, they wanted to split up the New Day. Or at least they wanted to split up Big E from the New Day. And once they drafted the New Day with the championships over to Raw, I knew that they were going to do like a kind of switcheroo type situation. So there's that. And then Braun Strowman moving from SmackDown to Raw. Oh, what the heck just happened there? I mean, I kind of expected this. He was appearing on Raw anyway. Braun Strowman was. So I kind of expected him to stay or go to Raw from SmackDown. But he was appearing on Raw lately. So there's that. And Daniel Bryan staying on SmackDown. Oh, and there goes Randy Orton. Daniel Bryan staying on SmackDown. I didn't expect him to move anywhere. SmackDown kind of feels like his home. And it has seemed like his home over the past 2 years, ever since he returned. So I didn't expect him to move to Raw. Especially since so many like notable SmackDown characters like Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles, all of them moved over to Raw. So I kind of expected one mainstream name to stay on SmackDown. And Matt Riddle, wait, hold on. I'm confused. Yes, Matt Riddle going to Raw, I think. Yes. No, wait. Yes, he's going to Raw. I was so confused right there. Daniel Bryan's eliminated. Matt Riddle staying on Raw. That was actually another surprising pick for me. And then Kevin Owens going to SmackDown, which was also a very surprising pick for me. I don't know why they were surprising picks. That's one thing I don't like about this Royal Rumble is that you only have like a limited amount of time to talk about each superstar. So it's kind of, it's very stressful. There goes Kevin Owens. But yeah, very surprising pick. And then Jeff Hardy. This was also a surprising pick for me. Like, in hindsight, I probably should have expected it, but it was kind of a surprising pick for me. Oh, look at this. Braun. Oh. Headbutt to the back of Braun. And throwing Braun like a ragdoll. Oh. Montez and The Fiend both missing their moves. I don't know what The Fiend was doing. Don't worry about it. Put him down. Put her. And Ali staying on Raw. Now, in my opinion, I know this is kind of going to be a little odd of an opinion, but in my opinion, I think they should have kept Retribution undrafted and just have them appear on both shows. Because they're the ones that have been trying to, destroy WWE for like a long time, right? So I personally think they should have kept them undrafted and just have them show up at random times on both shows. And Braun Strowman just eliminated Jeff Hardy. So, that's kind of sad. How is Montez Ford lasting so long? I say that as he's getting dominated by Braun Strowman. Lars Sullivan going to SmackDown. I expected him to go to SmackDown. Having an early rivalry with an early return rivalry, I should say, with Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy. Lars attacked Matt and Jeff after their tag team match with Miz and Morrison. Oh, Montez. There goes Montez. So yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes. I mean, obviously, a lot of people are not huge fans of Lars Sullivan, which is understandable. He's like, he's a controversial character in WWE. So I mean, I get why they don't like him. He's talked dirty per se to underage girls, and I can see how that's not good. And Keith Lee staying on Raw, I'm okay with that. He has unfinished business with Braun Strowman. I'm excited to see where that goes. This is honestly one of the, honestly one of my, not dream matches, but one of the show-offs that I've always wanted to see ever since Keith Lee debuted on Raw. Or in NXT, I should say. Yeah, Keith Lee's always been one of my favorites ever since debuting in WWE. And next up, Baron Corbin, King Corbin, staying on SmackDown. I'm okay with that. He hasn't really been on TV lately, and I don't know why. So I hope they bring him back to TV, because in my opinion, King Corbin's one of the best heels that WWE have right now. Like, yes, I mean, Seth Rollins is there, obviously. AJ Styles is another one. But Baron Corbin, he has, like, a different type of heel heat than those guys. Like, those guys actually get praise for being good wrestlers and all that. But King Corbin just gets straight up heat for being a bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, that's what a heel is. That's what a good heel is, I should say. And then Elias, going from SmackDown to Raw. The last time we saw them, or we saw him, was, I want to say it was after Money in the Bank, or after Backlash. There was a Intercontinental Championship tournament, and Elias was actually in that tournament. It was the semifinals night. It was going to be Daniel Bryan versus, I want to say it was Daniel Bryan versus Jeff Hardy, and then AJ Styles versus Elias. And on the same episode, Jeff Hardy kind of started his rivalry with Sheamus. And that's whenever Jeff Hardy got in like a fake DUI car crash and ran over Elias. And then Sami Zayn staying on SmackDown. This was not a surprise at all. It was, I mean, United States champion is on Raw, so it was kind of, whenever one champion is drafted to one brand, then you obviously know that the other is going to be drafted to the other brand. And then Cesaro, he's staying on SmackDown, which I'm fine with. Heyman and Shinsuke both staying on SmackDown. I'm okay with that, 100%. I don't really know what they would do on Raw. And I'm assuming they're going to be starting a rivalry with Street Profits. That was kind of teased on Raw as well. They're like, hey, we want our championships back, eh? Exactly in that voice, too. So, yeah, excited for that match. Kind of like a renewed rivalry from whenever Cesaro and Shinsuke came to Raw and challenged them challenge Street Profits in a champion versus champion match. There goes Shinsuke out right away. Oh, Fiend versus Lars here. Not gonna see that anytime soon. Different brands, brother. Sammy, what are you? Sammy, I'm trying to get rid of the guy, the creepo, the creep guy. Oh man. And Sheamus actually going to Raw, which I was, well, actually, I shouldn't say I was surprised about it. I knew they were gonna have, well, I wouldn't say knew either. I was mixed on this, okay? I knew and I didn't, all right? Because on one hand, I wouldn't have Sheamus on the same brand as Big E because logically Sheamus would just keep going after Big E, and he would want revenge, right? So if like you're gonna want to have Sheamus on a different brand, just so he doesn't keep going after Big E. You know what I mean? Because logically he would want revenge and keep going after Big E. So, and we don't want that. And I would actually work off of Big E's win off of Sheamus for Big E's championship run, because we all know that's where they're going, right? So I would have this little like run with Big E where he just keeps on defeating former world champions, right? Like Seth Rollins, who else got drafted? Kevin Owens, he's a former world champ. Daniel Bryan. I would just have him keep defeating these former world champions, and then eventually have him win the Royal Rumble and then face Roman at WrestleMania. That's how I would do it. Dolph and Robert Roode going to SmackDown. That was actually a surprise to me as well. Lars Sullivan and Sami Zayn are gone from the Rumble, by the way. Just saying. But yeah, Roode and Ziggler being drafted to SmackDown. That was a big surprise for me. Well, there goes Roode. Oh snap! I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Here, Sisters Abigail. There we go. That works. Don't touch me, bro. All right, who is next? R-Truth staying on Raw. I don't know why they drafted R-Truth. I mean, 24/7 title goes on either brand, so it doesn't really make sense to have like. Same with the women's tag team championships, right? I don't see a point in drafting the women's tag team champ or the 24/7 champ if the championship just goes on either. You know what I mean? Oh, get it! Apollo Crews going to SmackDown. Now they kind of teased this earlier on in the night, same thing. With Ricochet to the Hurt Business, Ricochet is like, hey, Mustafa Ali turned bad, he's with Retribution, and Cedric Alexander turned bad, he's with you guys. So if Apollo goes to SmackDown, then I'm all alone. And then lo and behold, he got drafted to SmackDown. So now Ricochet's by himself. But they kind of worked it off. Later on in the night after that, Ricochet was like, hey, how about I face any of you, and if I win, then you guys stop messing with me, and if you guys win, then I'll join the Hurt Business. And then Ricochet actually won by DQ, but at the same time it wasn't a DQ. He kind of did what Eddie Guerrero used to do in his matches, and like make a loud noise with a chair, and then like toss it to his opponent, and the ref turns around, and then he's on the ground as if his opponent hit him with the chair. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. There goes Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil, he was drafted to Raw. And Alistair, he was drafted, hold on, let me see. He was drafted to SmackDown as well, following Kevin Owens. So I'm assuming they're going to bring that rivalry over to SmackDown, which I'm not very fond of that decision. I don't like how they're bringing all these rivalries to other brands, like changing one rivalry and making everyone from that rivalry go to the other brand. They did it with Murphy, Rollins, and Mysterio as well. So I'm not very fond of that. But Akira Tozawa, the last draft pick of the actual draft. Don't do it. Alistair or Akira, don't do it. Of the on the show draft, you know what I mean? There was a supplemental draft that took place on Raw Talk, and there was only one guy that's in this Rumble, and he's coming up next. Oh, I thought I was gone, bro. I thought I was gone. But it's Riddick Moss. He was actually drafted to Raw. Which I kind of saw coming. I didn't know he was going to get drafted, but I kind of saw it coming. If I saw him being drafted, I would have chosen Raw. You know what I mean? It's not like I said, hey, Riddick Moss is going to be drafted to Raw. He's the type of guy. Oh! He's the type of guy to get drafted to Raw. I can't even picture him on SmackDown. But yeah, Arturo is his name, was drafted to Raw. And then Humberto Carrillo, he was part of these last 4 picks are going to be a part of the supplemental draft that took place on Talking Smack. So Humberto got drafted to Raw, obviously. Saw that coming. Oh, nice move by Humberto Carrillo. The next pick was actually Murphy, but I put him in the Night 1 Rumble. So he's already there. Drew Gulak, he got drafted to Raw with R-Truth. I mean, they've been having a little rivalry. That's why I mentioned R-Truth. They've been having this mini rivalry over the 24/7 championship. So there's that. Oh, nice clothesline by Drew Gulak. Oh. Okay. All right. That was what the heck, dude. Oh, what in the world? He no-sold it. Okay. Next up we have Kalisto. Kalisto actually got drafted by himself. Which I was surprised at. I mean, I feel like they were going to split up anyway. That's where they were heading. Obviously, Lindsay and Kalisto haven't been getting along lately. But... oh, crap. I'm gone, dude. I'm so gone. No, I'm not. We're good. We're fantastic. But yeah, I felt like they were going to be split up anyway, but just on the same brand. You know what I mean? The rest of the Lucha House Party actually hasn't been drafted yet. And then last but not least, we have Tucker. Splitting up from Otis. He's going to Raw. I really don't know where they're going with Tucker. I mean, I kind of feel bad for him. Otis is kind of like the star of the group. He's like the more notable guy of the group. So I hope he just doesn't get like in these stupid rivalries like they usually do with these guys. Get him, Drew. Get him. Okay, final 3 here. The Fiend lasting up all the way from number 1 to the last 3. Oh, sorry, Drew. I didn't mean it. Here. Double team. Why doesn't not work? Work. Here. I'll do it. No, I won't. Never mind. Sorry. Humberto. No. Oh, backstabber. Okay, that was messed up. Get up. Yeah, there we go. Hoya! Okay, that works. I already talked about him, so I'm just gonna be talking like this the rest of the time. Hoya! Come here. Come here, boy. I am out of stamina. Oh, I'm screwed. I'm so screwed, bro. I'm getting teamed up on. The Fiend just no-sold it. How do you feel about that? Yeah, get on me. Oh. Oh, no. Humberto, help. Humberto, help. Humberto! Help! Oh, man. Oh, no. Neither of these were even on the Night 1 draft. Why are you guys the last 2? Oh, man. You aren't even going to WrestleMania. Neither of you are. You guys aren't even WrestleMania caliber superstars. Ooh, get roasted. Controversial. Who? What's happening here? Oh, okay. Bro, I'm kind of salty. I'm salty. Neither of these guys were even on the Night 2 draft, bro. They were supplemental draft picks. Why are they the last 2 guys? Oh, man. Bro. I'm salty. I'm very salty right now. Yeah, just eliminate him. Wait, I want Drew to win. Yeah, there we go. There we go, Drew. Get... Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. R-Truth, come in. R-Truth, where are you? Oh, he's got a finisher, bro. Humberto's got a finisher, bro. Humberto's irrelevant. Actually, they're both irrelevant, but Humberto's the more irrelevant. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, get him. Get him. Kill him. Okay. All right. There we go. Oh, bro. Yeah, you're screwed. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Humberto Carrillo wins. Woohoo. Oh. Oh. Gross. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos just like this, like this video, subscribe, and share this video with your friends if you have any. That's it. Peace.